downstairs and nearly broke my neck. Just for laughs, I suppose.
Or for attention? Your mother said it was to win the sympathy of Jean-Paul Desmond.
I told you I was pushed, and I was.
Look, will you just sit down? Every time you bounce up like that, I have trouble bringing Erica Desmond to life.
Well, how am I supposed to sit still when I know someone tried to kill me? Which is what you're trying to do.
Holly, what are you talking about?
Well, aren't you trying to turn me into a dead woman on that canvas?
Holly!
This whole island is as frightening as the things that happen in this house.
And as mysterious. Dr. Menken's notes disappear, so does a bottle of cyanide. Holly gets pushed down the stairs, and Erica's cryonics capsule nearly fails.
The secrets must be hidden somewhere. Perhaps that cove that we searched for is too good a hiding place.
Or no hiding place at all.
Meaning that the secrets are hidden in this house?
That gets my vote. But not the seance that Jean-Paul wants Banji to conduct here.
Well, I'm game for anything that'll clear up the strange things happening in this house.
Allison, you're not saying that you believe communicating with your sister in the afterlife will resolve some of the mysteries of this life.
Well, Jean-Paul wants contact with Erica.
Well, I want some solutions to...
Quito! Quito!
What's wrong with him? Quito's the last one I'd expect to be the next to die. He is dead.
There's no heartbeat, no pulse.
And Raxel, with her belief in witchcraft, would have us believe that Quito will just get up and walk away when the wolves howl or the sun sinks or however they do it on Mère Jardin.
Dan, we've got to do something for him.
There's nothing left to be done except bury him, if Jean-Paul will permit it.
What's going to happen next? What killed Dr. Menken? Who pushed Holly down the stairs? What killed my sister Erica? And now Quito.
Well, we'll find out everything at Vanjie's little seance, won't we? I think it's time the police were called in. If we can ever get off this cursed island to notify them.
Dad! He's breathing.
No pulse and no heartbeat.
But he is breathing.
He's not dead.
But he can't be.
I don't get it.
You disparagingly called him a zombie. He really is. Adrenaline. There must be some in the lab. Stay there with him.
It's never dull in the devil's pad.
What happened? It's either the living end or a deadly beginning. I don't know. Keep an eye on him until Dr. Carr gets back.
Where are you going?
On a search.
He sure looks dead.
Or is it my sister Erica? I can't tell.
Quito, we thought you were dead.
Only Raxel can tell what he's trying to tell us.
No, Reverend. Any woman can tell.
A soulless man in love. With who?
No!
He knew Erica was on this canvas. His beloved mistress. It must have seemed so real to him.
Yes, and the shock. The feeling that somehow his mistress was still alive. That's what he saw here. That's why he collapsed.
But if you couldn't tell whether it was Holly or Erica...
Well, that's why he was so confused. That's why he pointed at you.
I've got to get away from here.
Everything's all right now, Holly.
I've got to get away from you, too. Oh, it's all so revolting. I couldn't bear to look at him when he was there on the floor, even though I felt sorry for him. And then he reared up and came at me.
Seems now there are veiled and sinister powers even in the paintings on Mel Jardin.
If you mean I'm some sort of magician, forget it. Well, there's no magic in me.
Quito sees something of Erica Desmond in you. But he meant no harm, I'm sure of that.
Oh, Holy Joe rides again. You can talk up a storm for the spiritual, but you sure don't dig sensitivities.
If you would just try to understand Quito, as he wants you to.
A monster who lunges at people. Maybe he pushed me down those stairs.
I doubt it.
Why? Because you did?
Are we back at that again?
Drag, drag, drag. The Reverend Matthew Drag.
What do you really make of it all?
Well, as I said, Quito sees something of Erica in Holly.
A transference?
An attempt at it. But with all his strength, Quito's reasoning powers are practically nil.
What if someone else were able to see it? This aura that Holly has in common with Jean-Paul Desmond's wife.
Meaning Jean-Paul himself.
You said it, Alison. I didn't.
The implication is obvious.
The tensions that are growing between us can lead to great sorrow for all of us here.
Except Jean-Paul Desmond, our host and jailer, who may or may not be able to bring back his beloved Erica from the dead. And if he can't, there's a handy substitute present, isn't there?
Dad, you're impossible.
But what I said is quite probable.
I did a sketch of Erica Desmond before she died. To me, this looks nothing like her.
To Quito it did.
Well, he's no critic, that's for sure.
You can paint. You could have a future. If you can get off this island. Think about it.
You could only make a point with Holly.
Well, certainly I'm the last person she would ever listen to.
It's rather sad, isn't it? A simple-minded creature finds something lovely in her. Something she cannot even see in herself.
Holly fears that he will kill her one of these days. With all his loving kindness.
Quito literally rose from the dead. I hope it's not so that he can kill.
Admiring your jigsaw? Mr. Desmond hears about the commotion it caused. He'll probably chop off all our heads.
You know, if I had all this to do over again...
You wouldn't?
Wrong. Because I wouldn't have met you.
Oh, cool it, Kim. I don't know who turns me off most, you or the Padre.
Holly, you just can't keep rejecting people. Especially those who have feelings for you.
Who are you speaking for?
For your own good.
Otherwise, I go down a flight of stairs again?
Although we don't see eye to eye on everything, I've come to the opinion that if there's an iota of mental and emotional balance left on this irrational island, you and I have got it.
You forget I'm accused of pushing Holly down these stairs because of my hopeless love for her.
And I'm accused of tampering with Erica's cryonics capsule. So let's us at least keep our heads.
I'm inclined to think that we'd better try to put them together.
Or lose them?
That what you think?
You know, there hasn't been anyone more loyal to Jean-Paul Desmond than I.
Past tense?
I admire the man, but not some of the things that he does. Such as keeping his wife in cryonic suspension, holding all of us here virtual prisoners. And what's most confusing of all are his continual mood changes. Do you know what a Stanford Binet IQ is? Jean-Paul's is 187.
And this Stanford Binet 187 keeps his dead wife in a freezer in the hope of bringing her back to life. And in order to protect the secret from some prying coroner, he detains us here until Erica is back in his arms.
Those are the hard facts. What do they suggest to you?
A man suffering from a deep and sudden loss.
A man partway over the edge. And it's going to take both of us to even begin to cope with him. Do you know what his next little game is?
Game?
One that's going to push him all the way over. And Mel Jardin will inherit all of us. And we'll inherit the good earth, Reverend. 6 feet of the Garden of Evil. It may have made sense to that Machiavellian ancestor of his, Jacques Eloi Desmond, 300 years ago. But anyone who believes in seances today...
I'm not about to question anyone's beliefs. If I did, I'd have to start with my own. I've seen Vanjie Abbott at work. She really believes in those tarot cards. And I sense that's just the beginning of her powers.
Raxels, too, for that matter. They can make you believe anything. And I think that's just what they're going to do with this seance.
I'd like to feel they are both on the side of good.
How can you? You're a dedicated Christian.
A communication with a lost loved one?
You mean you believe in that?
I mean, I'm sympathetic to anyone who has to escape from the real agony of loss.
Well, that's very generous of you, but it won't help you one bit, or any of us, if Jean-Paul completely loses his control.
I doubt a man of his conviction and will ever lose control.
Your faith in mankind may be the death of you.
You're speaking in generalities, I hope.
I'd like to think I am.
Desmond? Mrs. Desmond, it's crazy, I know. But I want to say something to you. I don't know if you can hear or not. But I'm so afraid. I'm afraid of Quito. I'm afraid of my mother. I'm afraid of the Reverend. Mrs. Desmond, I'm so afraid somebody wants to kill me. Oh, not your husband. Oh, no, I love him the way I love my father. But I'm so lost. I'm so alone. Please. Please, can you help me? Did you help me? I want to know what it was that Quito, that they saw in the picture, that... No. Please don't. Please don't. No! There's your spirit of love. Or is it hate?